Well, I'm having an anxiety attack. I lost my voice. I'm not sick. I feel great. I haven't slept for 2 nights because I didn't know how I was going to do this tonight. When they first told me I was going to get this, my first thought was, I don't want it, because I didn't want to get up here, number one. But like the last statement on that video said, enough said. I don't have to say much more. They said more than I ever thought they would. They didn't tell me they interviewed anybody else. Ivan, that guy with all the hair and the beard and stuff. Stand up, Ivan. Stand up, stand up. Right here. I need to mention a couple of people that have had a lot to do with my success. Ivan was probably the first one. He didn't tell you he also coached me when I was in 9th grade. The other one I have to start with before I go any further, Bill Samuels, please stand up. Right there, Bill Samuels. Bill Samuels recruited me. Ivan James told Bill Samuels about me. I had no intention of ever going to Atchison, Kansas. In fact, when it was first brought to my attention, I laughed. The aspirations I had went much further than Atchison, Kansas. Little did I know what was ahead. First of all, this is the greatest honor I've ever been given, including my basketball accolades and everything else that I have on my resume athletically or professionally. This means more to me than anything else because the school means more to me than anything else. When I heard the young man, Brandon, say what he had to say, that saved me a lot in my speech because he said it all. That's the reason we all came, and that's the reason we all are still in love with our school. People that didn't attend our school that are here, I'm sure you're moved by what you see. It's for real. It's what we come here to get, not knowing what we really wanted. We thought we came just to get a good education, and we got a lot more. And I can never repay what's been given to me by the college. I came here in 1964, 46 years ago. Yes, I'm 49, okay? And two new hips, thanks to Dr. Joe Williams. But when I think about it, I came here. I wasn't really sure why I was coming, but Bill Samuels convinced me this was the place for me. Ivan was already here, and I knew he was happy. And I wanted something that I could really participate in that would last me for the rest of my life. And what I found out in 1964, that this was a launching pad for some undescribable experiences that would shape the rest of my life. I have friendships that I never imagined I would ever have. That is, they've lasted forever. When I first came here, every young man or young woman has a decision to make about where they want to go to school. I was 18 years old, and I had some ideas that people said they never heard of before. Number one, I want to get a degree, and believe it or not, I got it. And it was not honorary. At least I don't think it was. I thought it might be the last 4 years of organized sports in my life, whereas some kids think about going to the pros. I didn't. I thought it might be the last 4 years of organized sports in my life, and I thought if I go somewhere, I want to play every possible minute I can since it's the last 4 years. And I had friends that were going to larger schools, and at that time, freshmen were ineligible. And when Coach Samuel said I could play right now, I was looking at Drake, I was looking at K-State, I was looking at a number of Division I schools, but he said, you can play now. And he said, if you don't start, it's your fault. That's all I need to hear. So it was on me then. And then the last thing I wanted was to go, I'd read a novel or something, and it talked about alumni and friendships, lasting friendships. And I wanted to go to a school that was small enough that I would get to know people well enough that I would have them in my life for the rest of my life. And I can truly say that my doctor went to school with me, my lawyer went to school with me, my banker went to school with me. Everybody that had something to do with my successes went to school with me. And that's what I really, really wanted. And so I think the experience that I had here was so vital to my very existence. And I have one more person I want to mention. He is not aware that I'm going to mention him. And I have to mention these people because they had so much to do with it, even more so than I. I had certain physical abilities, but the things that were given to me, the intangibles, were more important. Our former president, Dan Carey, stand up. Dan is my classmate, and a number of years ago, Dan called me and made me an offer I couldn't refuse, but I was just unbelievably overwhelmed by it. He asked me to be on the board of directors, and that was the ultimate challenge and the ultimate compliment combined, because all of a sudden I've been full circle. I came here, as Ivan said, somewhat talented, but Ivan saw me when I had none. And he was not exaggerating. It was the truth. We had pickup games, and I'd be sitting in a corner by myself. And Ivan and his friends, Linwood Evans, who also went here, they would let me play. Now, they didn't tell you what they did to me. They made me stand in the corner and don't touch the ball. I could run around all I wanted in circles if I wanted to, but don't touch the ball. But I got to play because they were usually winning, so we kept playing, and I'd be out there on the floor, and I enjoyed it. And so I am humbled by the whole experience. At the same time, I am so lucky to have been a part of this family. And when I look around and see the different levels of talent that we've accumulated over the years, I have no doubt I made the right decision. Now, one more thing I have to do, because next to this school being my biggest inspiration, I have three of them that are here also. My son, stand up, Clay. My youngest daughter, Micah, is here. My oldest daughter, here with my first granddaughter, is here. And I would leave you with this. The best thing that I think that I've gotten out of the college, besides the things I've already mentioned, is to never take yourself too seriously. And you can't go through this school and come out too seriously, because they will check you at every opportunity. And that's the best thing I think I can say that I got out, because I've got my friends coming by tonight making fun of me still. And we do this on a regular basis to one another. It's a prerequisite, you know, in our pecking order. You have to be able to take it, and you better give it back. If you can't take it, stay in your room. Don't come out in the hall. So that's enough. I didn't want to keep it too long, but at least they got the mic turned up. You can hear me, because I didn't know if I could have enough voice to speak. But so many people have come up to me that I haven't seen in a long time, and some people have come up, said they came out just because I was here, and I'm getting this award. I'm so grateful. I'm very thankful, and I hope I deserve it, and I'm going to keep trying to earn it and live up to it. Thank you very much.